Hi there, welcome to Phil's Journey Across the Bridge. I am Felicia. How are you guys doing? Hope all is well. All is well. Let's do 3 conscious breaths. I'm holding the phone because I'm about to finish my ice cream. And 3 conscious breaths. Because I want to talk to you guys about something. Okay. Whew. The sound in the back is the fan. I'm not turning it off because it just feels so good to have it on. Okay, here we go. I think that was 3. So on my way back from work, my public transportation decided not to show up at all. It showed up almost, how long? 40 minutes after? How long was I out there waiting? So anyways, I was supposed to go to the gym to work out. And don't know what to tell you. It didn't happen. So I'm home. Was home. Got myself some ice cream, some chicken wings, and called it a night. Of course, that chicken wing was met with some nice-ish beterrabe. If you know, you know. Maybe traditional meal. I'm just getting right into it, right? Keep saying I need to get a better phone stand. I need one that stands that I could kind of bring in and bring out. I went to this engineering. What is it called? It's engineering student end of year project or something like that. And they had some cool gadgets that I was like, I need that, I need this, and I need this one too. And can I get that? So that would really help me here because I can hold my phone as I chit chat and I can move it around. So in the last couple of days, I've been like, I gotta come talk to you guys, right? And the reason I gotta come talk to you guys is because I watched a video. This guy talked about how if your whole life was perfect, what's the point of being here? Like, you know? And he's like, if from the jump to like end of life, your life is perfect, what's the point? And he was saying how you gotta love and you gotta appreciate the challenge just as much as the moments that are that you're loving, like the moments that you're like, oh yeah, this is amazing, ooh, this is delicious, right? Just as much as they're not like, oh, this is bitter, oh, bitter. And I started thinking about it for a couple of days, and I was like, you know, I was getting tired of like, oh my god, this is getting on my nerve, oh, why me, stuff. And then I realized that I have been holding my breath. I talked about this before. Like, I hold my breath in terms of like allowing pain to pass by. Like, I've been doing it in different ways, and not like literally holding my breath like this, but like not fully being in the pain. I've mastered going through the process and not feeling the pain. It's almost like numbing it or stuffing it in places or escaping mentally, and it's just, I think it's maybe I've mastered it so much that I don't even realize when I'm escaping it, and I'm calling it like not getting pulled into it, because really after like a few times I'd be like, God, why? And so I decided that I'm just going to not avoid it but accept it. Like, I'm gonna feel it. And if complaining comes from it, then complaining comes from it. Ice cream. And so I think my fear before of like feeling it was the fear of being consumed by it and not being able to come out of it. And I'm always like, I can't afford to be consumed by it. And I can't even more not be able to. I won't be able to afford not coming out of it. Because I felt like it was going to literally consume me. And so I just was like, you know what? This sucks. It sucks. Not like, it's not so bad. We can make the best out of it. No, it really sucks. And so if the whole point is like not to see it as it sucks, but to see it as like cup half full. What I'm saying is I'm seeing it as cup half full. And I'm still like, sucks, the cup is not full. So it's not even about not being grateful, because I find that I'm like, I'm gonna make this happen. Like say if I'm like trying to catch the public transportation to get to work, and I'm like, there's been months where it's been against me and I found a way to stay ahead of it, right? And then it just becomes where like even those efforts are not like bearing peaceful results. And then it became where like I'm taking Ubers, I'm taking Lyfts, and I'm like, all my money, like my paycheck is just going into that. And I'm like, that's not cool. That's not how that needs to be. That's not fair. Like today, I prayed my Asr prayer, left work, came to catch my public transportation, the bus, and for 40 minutes it didn't come. 40 minutes. And so it's like, I was like, I'm going home. Like, I was going to take an Uber, and I was like, you know what? I got to go work out. I got to be consistent. I got to go work out. So on. Mind you, there's a gym at work. So now I'm thinking, after work, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work out there. And then come home. Like, seriously. And then my Uber said 8 minutes. I'm like, the whole point of taking an Uber is getting to my workout on time, not getting there rushing last minute. I'm like, what's the point? If I'm gonna pay to get somewhere, I want to get there early. I don't want to get there rushed and like late, like stuff. Like, come on. And so anyways, I just decided that I'm not gonna avoid. I don't even know if it's I don't even know if I've been avoiding feeling it or accepting that it's happening. Like it's and accepting that it's happening in a sense of like the storms. It's like, if I close my curtains, like, the storms are not happening. So, and also like shady people, like, and I'm not talking about how like, okay, raise your consciousness, your vibration, you want to attract shady people. No, I've been like, I've been swimming around sharks, and I've been literally paying them no mind, like raising my tolerance level, raising my like, like la 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 la. This has nothing to do with me. Like, I'm not getting pulled into your crap. And so I'm accepting. I think that's what it is. I'm accepting the parts of my journey that are not perfect. I'm accepting the parts of my journey that, like, taking the bus, that's part of my journey that is not perfect. I could look at it and say, oh, at least I have the bus to take. No, I get that. Like, I could do that all day. But it's like, it's not perfect. It's not ideal. It's not what I want to experience, especially being someone who has their full license. Like, has been driving for 7 years. Like, so even though it's a stage, I'm like, I'm not liking it. And I guess for me, is that I haven't been allowing myself to say I'm not liking it. Instead of just like complaining, or like I complain about it and be like, oh, what are these spiritual blockages? But I haven't fully been saying like, I don't like this stage in my life where I'm struggling so much when it's not necessarily. Like, just the fact that having a vehicle is going to solve so much of my running around, and then I'm like more restful, and things that could be stressful won't even be stressful. And it's not like I can't make it happen. It's the obstacles that are like mountains of obstacles interfering with me making it happen, right? It's like having a leak or something, or like something is just causing my finances to leak to the point where once the base, like it's leaking, and I'm like, those are the interference, right? So it's not that I'm not capable, and it's not like I haven't done it before. And even before I've done it, and it felt like, you know how grandparents sneak and give you money? It felt like that. Like God snuck around and gave me a car. Like I had the funds, I bought a car, that was it. It was like within a 24-hour timeline. The sun didn't even set. Came into funds, bought a car, and that was that. Like, why does my life have to be where God is sneaking stuff behind, like, their hands to give me? Like, just give me publicly, boldly, in front, like, now. Just like, ugh, right? Just spoil me. I've seen so much of the like, backdoor type of, like, blessings. Like, I don't want to go through so much struggle to get to the backdoor blessings. It's like, or even to get to the front door blessings. I'm just saying, like, does it really have to be this hard? And like, me trying to make the best of it is like, get up early, get to work half an hour to 40 minutes early, sit there and relax, and la la la, and just, suck up your pride and ask for help to go be driven around to do errands, and like la la la. You see, this it's been for a couple of days, this itchy area, and it's I don't know, I think just energy needing to be released. And so I think what I'm doing is like, I'm accepting it. I haven't been accepting it. It's almost like maybe I told myself that if I accept it, it will stick around longer, or that I'm accepting that that's my faith in life is gonna remain. So I've been like almost in denial about, I was like, no, it won't last. No, it's not real. No, it's not really that bad. No, it's not that. And even more than that, what I'm really having peace with is the fact that I can actually say, it's not perfect. My life is not perfect. My life doesn't look how I want it to be, and I don't like it. Like, I don't like it. And it's not learning to like it. It's like, I don't like it, first of all. And I do want to experience different. And that's not being ungrateful. I want my own vehicle. I want few vehicles. I want simple, basic stuff that don't need to be an issue to just go away. Not just go away, but be resolved. I don't want to have like stuck in a rut experiences over and over again. Like, that's ancient. That's not even my reality. Like, so pretending things are perfect, I guess, is what I'm realizing. Like, things are not perfect, and I need to stop throwing lipstick on a pig. Things are not perfect. I'm not perfect. Things are not perfect. And I don't know how to bring it as close to satisfying as it would be for me. I don't know. I wonder if it's like some kind of inflammation trying to release. So I think that's what it is. Stop being in denial that things are, and I think it's almost like also the fear of not knowing what to do about it, or like accepting it means like accepting it as my faith, it keeps coming back to that. As if I have to remain in it. So I bought this ice cream. And usually when I buy this ice cream, I'm not sure if you can see the chocolate. They dip it in chocolate. And if you buy the standard cones, the small cones, they dip the whole thing about a good time, right? And they give it to you, and it's well soaked, the ice cream. But when you buy it in the waffle cone, they're putting less chocolate to the point where almost on one side there's no chocolate. And that happened one time, and she said something about something, and I was like, I don't have time for these teenage attitudes. Especially when I'm paying for something. Like, it's not like why do I gotta deal with these attitudes? I'm paying for something. And then today when I went, I was very clear. I was given instructions. I was like, last time I bought it, the back of it didn't have chocolate. I'm like, why am I paying more for the waffle cone? Because the regular cone is free, part of the ice cream. The waffle cone, you have to pay more. I'm being punished for paying for the cones and getting less chocolate. It's like, covered the same way you cover. And then the girl was like saying how they get scalded for, I think that's the word, they get chicaned, in Quebec they say that, for how they pour the chocolate. And I'm like, just put the amount of chocolate you normally would put. I'm paying for this size, and when I buy this size, normally it's fully covered. That's all I'm asking. I'm not saying to pour it into the whole waffle cone. I'm saying cover the ice cream. Don't leave the ice cream bare, because I want my chocolate all over my ice cream. That's what I paid for. And so she understood and whatever. And it's like, I'm not, your boss is telling you not to put too much chocolate. Your boss is not giving you enough instructions in terms of the difference between if you buy a regular cone ice cream compared to a waffle cone and what you should do. There's lack of training there. And then I gotta come and I'm paying more to get less of what I'm supposed to get. And then you're telling me like the attitude is towards me for asking for what I'm entitled to. Do you see what I'm saying? So to me, it's like that area. And then also like just having to like people's projections. It's so insane. Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do about it. Like, maybe I'm supposed to do nothing about people's projections. Like, I do the return to sender. Excuse me, no hesitation there. I do the return to sender. But, like, it's so many people, like... And it goes back to, what are you vibrating? What are you attracting? Like, maybe, just maybe, okay? Just maybe. My purpose on earth is not like yours. Maybe. Just maybe. And so maybe the warfare is more than having to do with just raise your vibration. Just maybe, peut-être. Juste un peu. So, it's all good and, like, nice to be like, you know, just raise your vibration and you want, like, you know, a sister's out here doing more than necessary, like dodging left and right, like, you know, dodging, returning the sender, and just too many empty vessels that are just being tapped into and like being used as what we know, you know, like those agents of like, you know. Anywho, I knew I needed to come and talk about it because I wasn't making sense of it, of what I was feeling, that I have understood as a new information, as the new awareness, expanded consciousness, which was the fact that I'm not perfect and my life isn't perfect, and that's okay. And what it looks like right now may not be what I want it to be, and that's okay too, because I'm gonna get my life to where I want it to be, and then it's gonna even be more enjoyable. But if I learn to still, like, because I still enjoy my life now, even with the dodging and even with the like trying to stay on top of things, I enjoy my life. Like, I get to laugh and smile a few times in my day. So it's like a lot. I even look for things that make me laugh. I look for comedy. I listen to music. I do things that uplift my energy. So I'm in a state of like joy often. And so all the obstacles are not keeping me from that. And it's just, I guess, it's the escapism in a different method that I haven't caught yet, which is like escaping, accepting that my life isn't perfect right now, that I'm not perfect. I've been like avoiding that truth because it's like, no, I keep avoiding the present moment, and I wasn't even being fully present because I was escaping the present because it didn't look so pretty. And I've grown as well to like not be so self-conscious about like my struggles and feel like, oh, people are not going to value and judge me because they already don't. Not because, not everyone, but people already, no matter if you look like you have money, no matter if you have money, like people based on, not everyone, okay? I've experienced where the projections of work, because I know that even if I have a million, billion, trillion dollars, the worthiness of me is not because of the money. So I already know, like, when people are projecting their sense of unworthiness towards me, I reflect it back to them, or I put up the mirror of return to sender, because that's not my truth. And so it doesn't get to me the way it used to get to me before I've grown and become more aware of myself. And so it doesn't bother me if someone's like, they have the shit. I just look at it as like, oh, they feel unworthy. And so sometimes I hold compassion for them. Sometimes I'm like, oh, well, that's not my problem. Like, go figure it out. But I don't let it make me feel like I'm not worthy. And it doesn't push me to be like, I'm going to show you you're unworthy. Like, I don't play their game. And so be like, oh, shoot, like my life isn't perfect. And I need to be present in that and not feel so bad about it and not try to escape it and not try to quickly change it. I've been quickly trying to change my circumstance. This is a truth. It's like this quick fix. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. You know, bricolage. Fix it, right? Like scrapbooking. Come on. Put things together. And it's been exhausting. And I realized, like, from what he was saying in that video, that's what had become awakened in me, in my perception, is that, in my understanding, my inner standing, is that I'm not being present in the building process of my to become. I'm just so focused on the become or in the became that I've been like mentally escaping the becoming. And it's the mentally, that's what I realized, because a lot of escapism is in the mind. You know, sometimes in actions too, we're doing actions to stay busy, we're trying to escape the moment. But I have worked so much on not escaping my life, like escaping pain in a form of a physical pain and being present, that I still had some mental escaping in terms of the denial. I was escaping being present, and the way that I was doing it was by solving the problem and not looking at the problem. Like, okay, I don't have a car, I'm going to take a bus to work. And it's like, instead of like sitting and looking and like, okay, this is a problem. This is the problem. And this is a challenge. And how can I work to fix it? It's been like, okay, this is a problem. This is a problem. This is a problem. And like, almost like the bridge. It's interesting. This is what was journey across the bridge. I haven't been creating a stepping stone for it. I've been more like just seeing it as a problem. And it's been a while where it's like I felt like my efforts were not bearing fruit because I've been putting in effort. And so that too, I feel like has been a mental attack, has been a spiritual mental attack. And I didn't know that it would require me to be like, yeah, this sucks right now. This sucks. And stop running through life. I've been running through life. I've been literally running to like the finish line. And that reminds me of a dream I had where I was like, it was a marathon, and I ran and I ran and I got to the end of the line. There was like these two ladies at this table, and I was like, oh, I got there, no one was there. And then I was like, oh, should I go back and like walk, slowly towards to the table at the end of the race? Or should I wait here? But I remember in my race too, someone kind of like called my name, like, hey. And I kind of looked, but then like I kept going. And so that just tells me like I haven't really been living life, because I've been trying so hard to escape the challenges, the struggle, the pain, the right now, because it was offering so much challenge, so much pain. And I'm telling you, I have worked on it. I have healed it. I have addressed it. And I'm still trying to understand what's the difference in this way of escaping compared to the other ones that I've addressed and called attention to and have brought awareness to and have been like being present with, compared to like, I guess in a sense of not just looking at like, say you have a tile that you don't love, like a floor or some type of like wooden floor or whatever, and you're not liking it, and it's like, can't wait to fix it, can't wait to fix it. So instead of just being in the space and appreciating the wood, or even knowing it's not perfect, but being present with the imperfection of it, I've been like, I can't wait to fix it. This is what it's going to look like when I fix it. This is what I want to get to fix it. It's like everywhere else except sitting in the imperfection of with the imperfection of the wood. I haven't been sitting with the imperfection of myself. I haven't been sitting with the imperfection of my life. I've been so busy trying to be a perfectionist that I have not allowed room for imperfection, because I've made imperfection be something that is wrong. Like it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. So it's imperfect, so it's wrong, so it doesn't deserve existence, or it doesn't deserve its own moment. It doesn't deserve presence. It deserves to be ignored. It deserves to be like passed over into like perfection, into the result, into, is basically like not looking at the messiness of the journey, and just like, I want the fruit of it. I want this perfect apple, and not looking at how the seed went into the dirt, and the dirt needed water and needed sun, and then it grew, and the wind came, and it struggled, and it did all that, and then there you are, you have this apple, and then you look at the apple and you say, okay, you're not perfect, so I need to throw it and get another apple, and like it's just this constant chase of some form of perfect life that you miss out on how perfect life is. Oh, alhamdulillahi wa rabbil alameen, ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I've been doing that. I've been escaping the process. I thought I wasn't, but I really was. The process of becoming. I remember when I picked up Michelle Obama's book, Becoming, I read the first 2 pages and I put it down. She said some stuff in there that I was like, I'm going to need a whole month just to write about that. Just a whole month just to write about those 2 pages. And it moved me. And I remember thinking like, oh, I gotta process this. And then it was like, I didn't have the time to process it, because it was something, because sometimes things come and you have the moment to address it then and there. But then that triggered such a like come to the present moment for me, that I was like, oh, I have to add it to my laundry list of to do things. Like it was like on my it had to take second, third, fourth, fifth seat. Like it couldn't be processed before all the other stuff that needed processing, because it wouldn't. It's almost like when you prematurely do something and like there's no place to put it, and so it's like it doesn't show value, and then but if you allow it its natural stage, then you will have a place to put it, and then it will shine, and then it will stand. So it almost felt like that. It was like this awareness, this information that I have to process. I couldn't do it then. It was almost like it wasn't the right time. It's like, wait till I get home. Let me get to that in my bed, in my living room, let me get into this space where I can really take full advantage of it. And so it feels like that right now, because it's almost like it was a mature version of me that needed to meet that understanding, that awareness that I was getting from the book. I wasn't her yet when I had picked up that book a couple of years ago. I was still becoming, I was still maturing into me. And it was like a future me that would birth. And then it wasn't time for me to birth that future me, because I was still healing and working through that current me that needed to heal and release and mature and make space for the new me, which is me now, the mature me, the older me, to be able to receive that awareness, to be able to hold it and not just store it somewhere and kind of like have it collect rust, but rather to stand fully in it. And don't ask me exactly what those 2 pages gave me, but I think I wrote somewhere, but I remember just taking away where it's taking away from what I read was this sense of like, oh, this is about to transform me. Like I felt transformed, and it was like, let's save this for later. And so what happens when you naturally declutter is the things that are meant to come to the surface come up to the surface, and they are not just ingrained in you, but they are what is the word? They naturally I had the word. I literally had the word. There was a thought that came in and that distracted. The thought was because I thought of something, like I was having a conversation with someone, and then a thought came and interrupted it. It was like a fear thought or a negative thought, a thought of a thought that tried to overpower and rob and take. And then it was like, it made me forget the word. And so it was, and me trying to get rid of the thought is when I forgot the word, right? So here I was going to share this word, and then a thought entered my mind, like, oh, this mature, and not mature in a sense of like age, but mature in a sense of growth that came with work, like maturing over time, developing over time. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to have this, I see myself having this conversation with such person. And as soon as I said that, it was like, oh, but this, like it was like an interference thought that came in. And then my next inclination was to be like, no, that's not how it's going to be. And then in that, I lost what I wanted to say. Or I didn't lose it completely, but I lost track of it. And so all of that to say, naturally, that awareness that I received then and that I had stored would just take form, and it would, what is the opposite of disintegrate? It would, en tout cas, it would soak up, and it wouldn't even just soak up. You know how like water returns to its natural bassin? Like it just fills itself up. It just the water flows, and it goes into where it belongs. That's right. I don't know the word for it. I should invent a word for it. So anyhow, you know what? My life is not perfect. And the first time ever in my whole life, not even pretending, because even the escapism is like a form of pretending, because you're pretending something are not happening. Like, first time ever in my whole life, like, just sitting and like not caring about the imperfection of this flooring, of this, the imperfection of it's almost like, can you still be happy if the shade of the painting on the wall is not exactly as how you want it, or is not like, can you still be, when things are not perfect, can you be present? Can you not run away from it? Can you not escape it? Can you still enjoy the journey? Can you still accept the journey? Can you still be one with the journey? Can you not reject it? Can you embrace it? Can you actually just be? Can you just be present in this journey? Can you just be? And not need it to be something else. Like, this is what it is. Alhamdulillahi wa Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman wa Rahim. Just be. And your tribe will come, because sometimes it's like this idea of needing to be a perfect something is because you think if you're that, then you'll attract this type of people and this type of thing and this la 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 la. Like, and maybe the people that would be attracted by this pretentious way of like, of expressing or being that, goddamn, this is like, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, like, subhanallah, right? Subhanallah, like, imagine knowing, and not in a cocky way of like bragging, but like to know divinely, consciously, how much of, not just how much loved you are, but how much you are from the within the home. Like, you know how, like, you know when you grow up from like old money, like you move around and you don't flex on like shit that don't make sense. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, this is what it's like being in the one of the, being from like inside God's home, being like one of the people that are like, have this awareness of like, shit or not shit, like imagine like being cocky about having things or having titles or having like blah blah, and then using that as like a, like, you know, costo, and being all like, I'm the shit, and because I'm this shit, and like, and rather than being that, having a consciousness that says like, I'm just out here chilling. Like, the finest things in this planet cannot equal my worth, cannot even come close to it. And so why am I here, or why would I be trying to prove to somebody that, because look at me, I'm dressing, I'm important, I'm worthy, I'm expensive, I'm rich, so I deserve to be loved and respected, and I'm important. And it's like that's something to have compassion for, because that's such a baby soul, that's such a like yesterday born, that's such a like, you think if I have a $1 socks in my feet that I'm not worthy of people's love and appreciation and respect? And then when you don't receive it from people, it's like, you're not supposed to hang around there. You're not supposed to hang around them. That's not it. That's not where it is. And so, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I'm so grateful for my parents, to be honest. Like, I always say that it helped that I came from like something, right? And coming from it and not being allowed to be, boastful and like, God damn, and look at me now and all that stuff, and being humbled. Like, of course, like, I wanted to have the luxury of like, of the full experience of what we had, but also to be have reminded like that's not your worth. Those things are not who you are. Like, who you are, it's like, is worthy. Who you are is what's, of worth. And so now I'm just chilling. I'm like, you F with me, great. You don't F with me, cool. And then I'm just aware of like, do you know like what it means to like, it's like, that's not what it's about. To not know that is to really be like ta'aban. You know, ta'aban is like, it's to be one that is suffering. To not know that a person's worth is never based on the things they have. It's never that. And so to treat those that who don't have like nothing, and to treat those who have like everything, like, imagine the contrast of like, and that's not even such a huge contrast, a huge complication of things to see. It's like, that's just opposite. Like, imagine someone operating from a space of just opposite, like, oh, this is good and this is bad. Like, that's the only, and I can't even judge it, because that's why I say baby souls, right? That's like infantry, like N+1. That's black and white. Like, what's all the in between? Like, there are ancient souls walking this planet, and they're walking this planet like nothing on their back, and people are like, oh, look at that. No clue that the wisdom that lives in that soul is like, you can't even measure, you can't afford it. It took lifetimes to arrive to it. And so there I was, like, so distracted and focused on my, so distracted by being focused on my needing to escape my challenges, my struggles, that I was pretentious. I was operating like from like a denial state, and pretending I'm not struggling, and pretending I'm not having challenges, pretending I'm perfect, pretending my life is perfect. But all of that because I was saying to myself I needed to be, because I wanted to be treated with love and respect and appreciation and kindness. I was doing all of that, escaping the pain is because I didn't want to be in pain. I didn't want to be mistreated. I didn't want to be rejected. I didn't want to be excluded. I didn't want to be exiled. I didn't want to be left out in the cold. I wanted to belong. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be a part of the group. When all along that's never been my purpose. It's never been my purpose for all of that. And also just understanding like that's never the combination of where I'm supposed to be. I don't belong there. The rejection is a redirection. The not fitting in is because I'm too big to fit in small spaces. The not belonging is because I belong elsewhere. I'm already a member of somewhere else. I'm just a visitor. Why would I belong and try to fit into a narrative, a mindset, a concept, a limitation, a restriction of like self, when I am literally aware that I'm just here to serve. Like, I know that. And so escaping my problem, trying to create this perfect reality in this timeline that we live in, it's like, girl, are you forgetting? Escape. Eske oubliye yon bay? Sak pase? Ou pa konen pou ki sa ou la? Sa ou vin fè la? Ou pa konen? No one told you? You don't remember? And so it's like escaping my purpose altogether. I'm not here to just like wear pretty tight jeans and that's it. Like, yeah, I'm supposed to wear them, but at the same time, I'm supposed to go in the gutter to get some people out of the gutter. I'm supposed to be sitting in the mud so then I can help others out of the mud. I'm supposed to sit in the mud because the mud has something to teach me. Forget getting other people out of the mud. The mud has something to teach me. The gutter has something to teach me. I came here to learn from the gutter. I came here to learn from the mud, to know the consistency of the mud, to know what's in it, how to grow the fruits and the trees, and I'm supposed to learn from the mud. Did I not know that? Oh my God. Did I not know? Did I not know that I was supposed to be learning, that I am supposed to be learning from the mud? Why am I skipping the mud? I should be like, hey world, I'm in the mud. I'm in the fucking garbage. I'm in the fucking toilet. Hey world, oh my God, it's my turn to be in the fucking toilet. I get to experience what it's like to be in the fucking toilet. It's my fucking turn. I'm in the fucking toilet. I'm in the gutter. I'm in the dirt. I am fucking in the mud. Oh, do you know what kind of, oh my God. Do you know what kind of like qualification, pedigree? Do you know what kind of pedigree you get? Huh? From not escaping mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, soulfully, energetically, vibrationally. The mud, the gutter, oh, it would be a waste to be in the gutter and to be like, picture in your mind, I am in the castle. You already know what it's fucking like to be in the castle. You come from the fucking castle. You came here to learn what it's like to be in the fucking gutter. This is making me so emotional. Like, I came to learn what the fuck it is like to be in the gutter. To be in the fucking gutter. Khabar. سمعت لكم كلام خبر. Khabar. That means news. I just got news, the awareness. I've become more aware. I've been like, no, don't see me. If you see me like this, you won't love me. And all of that is because I was attacked in a dirty bathroom. And ever since then, I've been trying to escape that dirty bathroom by picturing and painting it to be everything other than what it was. It was the bathroom. It was a disgusting, dirty, shitty bathroom. A school bathroom. Dirty, disgusting, shitty, dirty bathroom. I've been trying to escape it mentally because I could not escape it physically. So I have learned since I was 4 years old. I have developed this technique, this ability to be in a space and picture myself in a castle. But guess what? Just because you escape it mentally doesn't mean that the space actually become a castle. You still have to get up. You have to clean the castle. That's why I would get up and my house have to be perfect. My house has to be clean. Everything has to be in order. Because otherwise we're not perfect. We're not happy. Otherwise, and then it's like, okay, well, the house is clean. The house is perfect. The house is organized. But you're still not happy. Or you're still not like, you're still not trying to escape mentally. So it's like, even when the house is peaceful, we're still escaping and creating it to be in a different, better reality than what it is. Alhamdulillah wa Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman War-Rahim. Why can't the fact that it is out of the dirt, out of the shitty space, out of the gutter, into the next level that is better, why can we enjoy that? Why it has to be top tier everything? Why it has to be Versace? Huh? Who is Versace? What did Joel Austin say? He said, I'm going to wear my own name on my shirt. My name has power. My name has value. Huh? So instead of like, oh, now I'm wearing like Imagine, like, I watched a video yesterday and the lady was talking about Payless. I remember I was a hater of Payless when I was younger because I grew up in Brooklyn. And if you shopped in Payless, you were fucking nobody. People made you feel like it, right? People who even were faking having it were gonna fake having it and then say you ain't shit. And mind you, when I got married and I had kids, I was buying shoes for my kids in Payless because they were growing and Payless had good quality, and I would buy some shoes in Payless for myself. And this lady was saying yesterday how, like, remember you going to Payless, you get all type of shoes for every event that you need. So true, guys. And like now we don't have it. Now it's just a whole different other whatever. And like we being sold like a false version of what we think is better, but it's not. And then, can I just love? Can I just love whatever it is? And not be like, oh, if it's not Versace, and I'm not hating on Versace, it's just only thing coming to my head. Because I've never really been a name brand person. Like, I might have one or two that I like, but like I've never been like even that. Like, I've got to be obsessed and have everything about it. I've been in mental prison that I put myself in. And it was a prison of like better, perfection. Better. A'udhu billahi minna shaitan rajim. Better. I could turn it into a rap song. Better. Ugh. And it's not about not desiring and wanting the things you desire and you want to have an experience, but when it's linked and associated to needing to create a reality in order to feel mentally that you're happy, that you're safe, when that's a mental prison, the chasing of better, the chasing of more, the chasing of what it should look like compared to what the pain place was. Excuse me. Instead of where, that place where pain lived, it's like to get as far away from that, to continue to make it look better and shiny, and then that way you feel like you've escaped it. I've escaped it physically and I have not escaped it mentally. Not till right now. And I remember like I was looking at something yesterday and I was saying to myself like this constant pursuit. It wasn't even yesterday. I think I went to an art cafe and I was looking at this pretty box and I was like, oh, that's pretty. And then I remember saying how like I've come to the conclusion or to the realization of like I can just learn to appreciate and admire things and I need to consume and have all of them, because then I feel like I'm a slave to it. And I've come to arrive to like know when, like even with my shoes, I feel like I've reached a point where like I might need 2 more shoes, but that's it. I'm satisfied with what I have because I feel like I've given myself all the shoes I need for almost most occasions. And so this need to like to constantly have like this moving art in terms of like expression. If I'm doing it just for fun, yay. If I'm doing it for like see me and I'm worthy and I'm lovable, I don't want it because I'm controlled by it. And I realize I'm so big on not wanting things to control me, or not wanting like to be slave to like pattern, to like behaviors, or like like something like chain letters, like you do this or that. I don't want to be you do this or that. I just want to be, I just want to do. I don't want to have this false consequences of like, if you're not this, you won't be loved. If you're not this, you won't be accepted. If you're like, I don't care. Accepted by whom? Loved by whom? Like, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I am the love that I need. I am that love. I accept me. I can hang out with me. It's just me and myself now trying to eat this ice cream. It's just me and I. Like, I'm good. I'm so good. And so it's like, anyone who don't like my company, don't have to hang out with me. And that goes back to like the fear of being alone, because when I was alone, I was attacked. All of this, like, I didn't realize the depth of the onion peeling it was, the layering, the layers that I was being peeled to get to this place where it's like, what? Why was I doing that? Oh, I was doing that because I was afraid of being alone. Oh, why was I doing that? I was afraid of being rejected. Or why was I doing that? I was afraid that I wouldn't belong. Oh, I was afraid that I would be heard by others. Oh, I was afraid that I would be denied love. Oh, I was afraid that I would be denied acceptance. Like, the fuck. Sorry for the swearing, but like, the fuck. Accepted by whom? Mes amis, pas même, not this her. This her? I wish you would. Because guess what? I've been letting people get rid of themselves. And I borrowed that from Tyrese Gibson. I've been letting people get rid of themselves. Mum's the word. Like my mom would say, zip it. Do you, boo? Like, I love me. I love my company. I'm pretty fucking awesome. And the more I mature consciously, and the more I mature in this healed version of myself, the more I'm all good. I'm all the way good. And I love my own company. I be chilling. I'm so like silly funny. I'm so like I'm so like, the fuck? Grow up. I'm so like, what are we doing? It's fun over here. And so if I spoke French very, very well, I would be saying some stuff that I want to say right now that I can't say because I feel like I wouldn't, but that don't even matter. Let me try to say it. I don't know how to say it. I think it's not proper. It's not proper. It's not correct. I don't want to do, because I don't want to be a meme. En tout cas, this is me loving me, having realization and healing. This is part of the journey. We are on the bridge. We're off the bridge. We are just chilling. There's so many bridges, not just one bridge. You get on a bridge, you get off a bridge, you get on a bridge, you get off a bridge. I got off the bridge on this journey across the bridge. I'm just chilling. I'm wondering, you know those videos where they're like, I'm just waiting for people who like blah 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 to follow me so I can help them heal, or something like that. I'm just like waiting for people who want to have fun. And I'm not talking about like, whatever. I'm talking about just like fun, life fun. Fun for no reason fun. 90s fun, 80s fun, just fun. That kind of fun. The kind of fun that you don't need reasons to. The kind of fun where you get on your bike and you speed around the block. You guys race around the block. That kind of fun. The kind of fun you turn the like water hydrant on and like you just splashing everybody. That kind of fun. The kind of fun where you go to the corner store, buy some popsicle, get a Snicker bar, get a lollipop for like $1. That kind of fun. Remember the good old time of fun? I'm here in it now. It's now. It's not a good old time. It was just allowing yourself to have a good old time. And so, anybody who wants to join, vous êtes la bienvenue. And if you don't want to, deuces. Right? Rock, paper, scissors. Deuces. We out. C'est pas même nécessaire. Quand j'avais passé dans tes pieds, la moussa, tout petit, that's it. So, I'm glad for me, for myself, myself, and I, me, that I understood the way that I was escaping my own reality. And when I came to New York in the early 90s, I think it was literally in the 90s, on the dot, some good music. It was like this new world. Stepping into this, like, it's like this new version of yourself, like this, like, in the future, this mature kid in the future type of energy. La moussa. Ooh, you know, I love me some good poetry. That's it, that's all. So, love life, love yourself. Hold compassion for self, hold compassion for others. Not everyone is where you are, and that's okay. They can't rush to get here. Remember that. You cannot rush and get people out of the mud, out of the shithole, out of the gutter. Oh my goodness, it's their turn. Let them. Let their soul grow. It is not a punishment. The beauty that they don't yet see, that exists in the gutter, in the mud, in the shithole. It's jewels that they need. Don't rob them of it. I'm so glad I didn't rob myself of it. And as I am still in it, Ya Allah, thank you. As I'm still in it, imagine me rushing to get out of it. And then when I get to my castle, I'm all fucking bored. And not just about boredom, because it's not being addicted to struggle. It's not that. It's about being so powerful to be able to be aware that you are in the effing gutter. And you're not pretending it's the gutter, but that you can still know, not pretend, oh, everything is pink, everything is glass slippers. No, not pretending. That where you are, looking at it as if it's like this amazing castle. No, I'm not saying create a false picture, illusion of where you are. No, I'm saying being happy where you are, being content where you are, being satisfied even where you are, in the dirt, in the gutter, in the mud, in the shithole. Knowing that you're in it and you're like, yes, I'm fucking in it. I'm not done. I'm in it. Hey, khabar. Hey, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. And the thing that's good about it is removing the title that said those things are bad, right? Because you could be in an amazing space and you're like, oh, this is a shithole because that castle is better. So then you look at where you are as a shithole. You look at where you are as bad, as a negative. But when you say, okay, this is a shithole, but I don't think I need to identify it as the worst thing in my life, or I don't need to identify it as this is bad. It's not harming me. Like, why this something, it's not even about wearing a tight shoes that hurt your feet, that cause you pain. It's just wearing a pair of jeans that are not fucking stylish. What is style? Remember the jeans we used to wear, like, in the 80s and the 90s? What the fuck is style? Look at these glasses are coming back. You think those are 2026? These are not. These are 70s, motherfucker. These glasses are not, like, made from yesterday. Just revamped, like, pippity puppity poop. That's it. Pippity. Cinderella was always worthy, even in the rags. Stop judging the rags you're wearing. Put them on and be like, I am magnificent. Why does it have to be rags? I call it art. I call it masterpiece. I call it designer. Designer. How dare you call my designer clothes rags? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Because you don't have the sight to see. Because you don't have the sight to see. So you dare to? That's when I know that you're a baby soul. And what do I do then? I must allow you to grow. And grow through learning. Whichever the wind may blow. Learn. It's not for me to say, I'm going to help you so you won't experience the harsh wind. If that's what I'm supposed to do, yeah. If it's not, let you learn. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. No wonder recently I've been so moved by like how much as a society we are, some of us, I would like to do more myself, or like really extending our blessing with our community. Like we returning to our sense, to our common sense. It's not about things. It's not about any of that shit. You need a car just to get you to where you need to go faster. That's it. Other things can get you there too. Same location, same spot. Of course it takes a long time, but that's the whole point. I just said faster. And we've created that. And maybe you're not going faster right now because you don't need to go faster right now. Maybe right now you need to go slower, and that's why you're going slow. What's up? That's it. I'm Fawzia. I'm just here talking to myself and having a great old time. And I've been a fraud and a fraudster and a faker, pretending to like be and pretending to have and all that boring stuff. I was pretending to be, pretending to have things on the outside that I didn't yet have. I was holding on to like I remember Tyrese used to say, and I watched Tyrese a lot, and why am I even justifying it? But he used to say, you can't brag about yesterday's wins. Boy, tell me if that's not some jewels. I be bragging about my dad's yesterday wins like it was my shit. It's like, yeah, I grew up a rich kid, and as if like, if I grew up a poor kid and who knew their worth, would I still be like blah blah blah? I'm so grateful to my parents to not have let us have a huge ego, huge like bazooka, huge ego. Because what is it? Hushunu? Like, what is it? What is it? It's nothing. It's rumat. You know rumat? When God say to it, be, and it is like this, turns to dust. Rumat. A mountain turns to dust. You know what that is? That's rumat. All that became into creation. The ideas of manifesting, and you get the vision and you're gonna invent a car or an airplane. All of that. God also visioned this planet. He visioned it with mountains. He visioned the sky to be a certain color. He visioned the trees. He visioned the water that flow. These are all God's vision and creation. And God can simply say, I created this. And I'm going to turn this whole vision into rumat. Powder. Dust. Sand. That's it. Rumat. Ashes. So the creation that we get to create. And then we get to say, I want to take, imagine you take a canvas and you paint on it. You make this the most amazing, beautiful picture. And you love it. You're like, oh, it's lovely. It's lovely. It's stunning. Oh, my goodness, I love it. A year later, you're like, oh, I enjoyed this. I had a great old time with this. Paint over it and paint a new vision. That's it. That's all, ya Allah. Nothing else. That's what our vision is. We have this idea, this beautiful creation we created. Look how we as a society transform this planet. Transform the planet. We said, oh, we're going to mimic God's creation. God created birds. We're going to create planes. God created horses. We're going to create cars. God created whatever. God created apples. We're going to create like, what is like candies or whatever. We are such amazing students. We are learning. God has taught us how to create. We have become co-creators with Allah, with the Lord, with God. We've become co-creators. Co-creators. God has been training us, teaching us like little toddler students at school. This is how you do this. We've been creating the life that we want to experience. We've been creating it. Oh my goodness, it's so sweet. And you get to decide to create something different. And then sometimes you create something that fits a little bit too tight, that, that aches a little bit here, and that doesn't feel so good. And sometimes it tastes good, sometimes it's sweet, and then it tastes bitter, and like this. When you collect some fruits from the tree, some of them are sweet, some are bitter, some are sour. Yeah, you're gonna make some choices. You're gonna pick something that is sweet, something that is sour, something that is bitter, salty, and then you're gonna, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Ya Allah. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna have fun. I'm even in a better mood because I have switched my shift for tomorrow. The co-workers, I'm gonna work Saturday, 2 Saturdays in a row, and it might be a third one. And girl, we'll see how that goes. But I guess it helps to break it off, to have a day in the middle of the week, to day off in the middle of the week. So tomorrow I'm off, and I'm supposed to go do a workout, but I'm not gonna go. I'm intentionally not gonna go because I'm gonna go to another thing after, or go to another thing later in the day, and I get to spend tomorrow. Oh my goodness. This morning I was trying to negotiate with myself. I was like, girl, sleep in. Don't, this video of like this, what does it say? It says when your best friend is like a rich kid or something like that. And he's like, why are you gonna work? Why? Or why are you doing this? It's like, this morning I had a voice that was like my bestie that was like, girl, you need to sleep in. It's not good for you. It's stressful. And I prayed about it. I said, Ya Allah, I need a day to sleep in. Because on Saturdays, usually I don't sleep in because I go to do a workout. I'm going to sleep in. So I talked to myself and I had lots of fun doing it. And if you happen to come across the video and you get anything from it, great. If not, that's also great. And if anything, I hope it inspires you to go have a conversation with your great old self too, and have lots of fun while doing it, and be silly about it, and allow yourself to be free and enjoy your great old experience, no matter where you are in the process, no matter where you are on the scale, as you elevate, as you become aware of your consciousness, of the fact that of the bigger picture. Not even the bigger picture, just of the fact that you are co-creating with Allah. Ya Allah. We can't deny that we are co-creators with God, because we see God make magnificent invention on the planet, and we're like, oh, that inspires me. God inspire us to co-create, to create also. Right? Have you ever seen a beautiful sunset and thought, wow, that is beautiful. I want to bring that into my home, and decide to take a whole section of your home and turn it into this mystical, magical sunset evening? Inspiration. God is inspiring us, teaching us through his own creations how to create in our life. So we're like mini versions. We're mini like students, mini teachers that are learning how to create our own little world. Alhamdulillahi wa Rabbil Alameen, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin. I love you guys. I love that we've come into this timeline and decided that we were gonna be neighbors. Hey neighbor, thank you for being my neighbor. And I'm glad to be here with you. I'm Fawzia on my healing journey as I continue to awaken to all the truth of who I know I am, of all that I know I already am, and everything else is just silly fun. So let's have fun together. On my journey, as I have hopped on the bridge and got off the bridge, and as I continue on the path, enjoying the process. I've finally decided that the destination is not the most magical part, that it is actually the process, the journey to the destination. Ya Allah. Alhamdulillah. Bisous, 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 bisous. Bisous. Can you see? I've cut the fake nails off. I'm gonna redo it. But look how pinkish and cute it is. Is that not cute? Now I have to just make it a little bit longer, and that color is so close to my natural color. Just has a little bit of that shine. Smooches. Love you guys. A bientôt. Bye.